how to promote your app through a contest. Contests can be done with different themes depending upon what you want to do with them. You can have it where it's completely a free contest. I recall one of our apps, Dr. Nicole Knapp at Knapp Chiropractic, when she had her app with us for a while. When she first got her app, she offered a free barbecue for people to promote downloads. And, you know, the more people you got to download the app, the more chances you got into the barbecue. So it was just her way of keeping track in that respect. Now, there's some things that you have to set up in your app depending upon how you do it to be able to track this stuff. But what's really cool is it got a lot of activities. And in a very short period of time, you have to realize a chiropractor's territory is not across the United States like most apps are. It's a very area specific. She's not going to find a lot of value from people downloading it that live in New Mexico, right? Because they have to come here for her services. But in that short period of time, she got like 150 downloads in about 3 weeks. And it was all because of the way she promoted this.
Wow.
A second level is to actually have people pay to play. And then a third one is, you know, with a combination of having a free version and a pay to play. And then the last one is completely to participate in the contest. You have to pay and do different things. Now, my personal opinion is most of the arenas of apps that I live in that are my clients should be flat out free to participate type of a contest.
Right.
But you still need them to do something. So it's not just about downloads. So for example, you could run a contest of how many people can leave a rating, get those Google and Apple ratings up there. And you can easily monitor that.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us a rating and you get a drop into the bucket. They have to download it to be able to leave a rating because they do verify users.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there would be a wonderful way. And this entire thing kind of walks through everything that you need to do to make that happen. That's what I really like about this particular training. Yes, go ahead.
So if you do the first place, second place, third place, you win into that from your app. Like, let's say I win second place, Tammy wins first place, and then we get all those things that are involved in that, correct? Okay.
Yes. And in this case, they're having you do specific tests. So there will be judges.
Oh, okay.
It is not a popularity contest. It is not about who gets the most in their app, potentially even get sponsors for the contest. So for example, with Gordon J. Meyer, the first place might be, you know, a free personal tax return or something. I don't know within the law what you're allowed to do. Or it might even be something actual physical. I know of an accountant that puts everybody's name in a hat for a referral, and every year he gives away a big TV. And he does other prizes like a $50 gift card to Amazon.
Right.
Or Target. And he does different stuff like that, or a local dining place. So you can give prizes that have nothing to do with your business if you can't cross that line. I know there's certain businesses that just cannot cross that line because of the type of business that they are. But, you know, like if I run a contest, I might give away a free seat in the App Think Tank, right? That might be something that I do. But the whole structure of it is to have first, second, third, and to make it so that people want to be there. Just like you read what his prizes are and went, wow, these are pretty cool. I could actually win cash. You know, in this case, he's also giving away a free app. His app is, it's a template version, but I've seen it and it's actually pretty cool. Lot of positives with it. So there's some things that are with that, but this whole contest idea really struck me. Now, and and this is part when you're going to do this, you do have to be very careful that you are doing your proper due diligence for the legal part of it. You know, state laws, lottery, etc. You have to be careful whenever you do a contest, that you do have to check into that piece. And you also have to figure out whether or not there are tax implications for the person winning the prize. And that's a state tax kind of thing, federal tax, state tax. You know, what is it that you might end up having to send the person like a 1099. It depends upon what the value is. I know if it's like under $600 value, you don't have to, you know, do something. That's just sidebar. That's not my forte. I would suggest calling Gordon J. Meyer and asking them, because
That is true.
Yeah.
If it's under 600, you don't need a 1099.
There you go. There you
Yep.
go. So
Under 600
Yes,
per person or total?
per person, because the 1099 would go to each person. Yeah.
Right.
So it'd be per person.
yeah. So we definitely need to be mindful of that. And then there's the whole promoting it. One other piece that they do within their contest is they are offering affiliates. Based on, you know, you're asking people to help you promote your contest. So therefore you're going to give them something in return, depending upon what that is. The thing with an app promotion is it's not just a one-time thing. You have to constantly, just like, you know, Tammy's background there is showing the QR code and the phone number. I mean, you're giving actionable items for people to take action all the time. So once you have those kind of establishments, you need to always be promoting it. It could be on your email signature, and we'll talk about email signatures here in just a minute, but it can be part of your email signature. Hey, download our app, you know, and use the one link combo. You can have the QR code on a signature. You can do all kinds of stuff to make to make it where you are constantly telling people to download the app without being in their face about it. Because obviously if people are hearing you do nothing but say, you know, download this, they're going to get irritated. So there definitely is a balance. But speaking of email signatures and having this in, there's been a lot of things going on now with email signature, not just email signatures, but emails landing into spam that have too many links. So what I personally have done is I've taken a photo, I've created an email photo, if you will. It looks just like my email signature. That's what you guys have been getting. And if you look at my email and you click on that where you think you're clicking on like my email or my phone number or whatever, it actually takes you out to my website. I will be eventually developing a page that says contact Nancy here and have all of my links on my page of here's how to connect with me social, here's how to book an appointment, here's how to download an app, here's how to access, you know, my email address, etc. Because if there's more than 3 links in an email, then they're getting a lower score that will land them into spam. I actually have a spam system called Barracuda, and one of them was completely blocked. And when I looked at it, it said because of the score. It had a spam score that was really low. In fact, there is a place that you can check. Let me see here if I can find it real quick. Yes, it's called Mail Genius. And you can test, I'll pop this here into the link. Mail Genius, you can test any email before you send it, and it'll give you a spam score. So if you're going to do a newsletter, and that's the other thing, if you're doing it through like MailChimp or Constant Contact or Aweber, any of those kind of things, one of the links is considered the unsubscribe link. So if you have a link to take action, a link in your email, etc., then that one is considered a link also. You can do a test here and it'll give you the score. So mailgenius.com. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. And it's a free service, so you can test your emails before they go. I've actually had that where some people that I was responding to an email and it landed in spam. It actually came back as your email has been blocked. And I found out it's because at that time I had too many links. So that was totally sidebar, had nothing to do with promoting the app, but just be careful that if you're going to put links in your signature for downloading our app, doing this, doing that, you're going to want to make it so that they can go out to a page. So my app signature is actually a photo now with a link. So, and one link, just one link goes out to my website. Subject of the day.
How many should you have?
I would say you start with one and realize that you're going to make a ton of mistakes during that one. And you want to make sure that you don't have them too often. It's a very, very good question. You don't want to have them too often because you don't want people to have to wait for the contest if you're giving away your services.
Okay.
But if you're not giving away your services, once a season, and you can make it seasonable type thing. Your giveaway can be seasonable. The idea is to get the downloads or get the reviews or get the referrals, however you want to operate with that. And I would do something fun and seasonal. Like, okay, so right now, football started. By the way, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about the Packers.
And they won.
It was awesome, right?
It was a good game.
What's the piece that you might be missing? The tailgating, the going to the actual stadium. I mean, there's people who actually go to the stadium, the Packer Lambeau Field, just to tailgate. They don't have tickets to the game. It's crazy. And all the bars around here have tailgating parties where you can watch the game, right? Well, it's really the current climate that's not exactly recommended. You could have delivered to somebody's house Grubhub as a prize. For Sunday's game, we're sending you Grubhub or DoorDash or the favorite, Domino's is going to deliver. And it can be for a party for 4 because you don't want to promote, having large gatherings. So that's just some things that I would consider doing, as a gift, and that's seasonal, right? The fall, I know it's not quite fall yet, but it kind of, we're getting there. In the summer, you might want to do something that has to do with a sunshine beach vacation type package.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In the springtime, might want to do something with flowers. And there's different gifts that you can give depending upon what your audience is looking for. Electronics always go over, always. I mean, this guy giving away this TV, how expensive is a TV for what he's getting? I mean, every time I go in there, I see he's got a boatload of referral tickets in there. So if he's even getting, he does tax prep, if he's even getting 50 referrals from all of his clients, look at how much he is making versus spending money on a $400 TV, right? So the nice raffle in that, not necessarily, in his case, it's a raffle. So you can have a contest, you can call it a raffle, you can, whatever is going to be the proper lingo. Be careful if you're going to charge, like these gentlemen here at Elevated Marketplace, they are charging for the training, not to participate in the contest. Very different. Very different. Because if you're charging to participate in a contest, that is called gambling. And so you have.
You're paying them to participate. It's considered gambling.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because you're paying to
For a
get
chance to win.
to win.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. That's why the safest road to go is a free one. That is really the safest way to go no matter what.
And then
And
just
what-
sponsors.
And then sponsors. That's the other thing, Stacy, for you, that would be ideal.
Mhm.
Because if you end up getting sponsors to then promote your contest, they're going to promote the contest. Okay. So if you got, say, a bank and a housing place and, you know, some of these other things that you're planning on putting in, some people that you've got going on,
Mhm.
and you ask them to help participate in the contest, you might want to give them an affiliate to help them if that makes sense of what you're doing.
Right.
You may have some kind of a training that you're giving, you know, you're inviting people in to come in and do a training, and you want to have a contest, and then, you know, the affiliates would get some money back on that. In fact, we'll probably do a whole different session coming soon about affiliate marketing with this. But it's, you know, it's not necessarily with the contest per se,
Mhm.
but if you align yourself, it's called having a JV partner, a joint venture partnership.
Mhm.
Having a JV partnership will help you elevate and get the word out. I would start simple with your contest and make it about downloads. Then after you get a bunch of downloads, I would make the next one about reviews, getting Google and Apple reviews on the App Store. These are all things that are going to help make you be more seen on a store. And people love to do it. You know, you can have it set up right in the app where the link can take them directly out to the store to give you a review. You know, that very, very simple. We can just have a simple tab, open this tab, hit the tab to review us, boom, takes them straight out to whichever store they're at,
Mhm.
and be able to leave a review. It's actually the same link you would use to invite people to download the app. It's the one link. It's the same one because it takes you to the store listing. And it would be something that you would have on, because they would access it through the app. The device will know what type of device it's on. So, and that's something, Tammy, I think with the Gordon J. Meyer app, we can add. It's not a tab that's on there right now, but it's very simple to add a web link.
Okay.
Stacy, yours is going to have something a little bit different.
Mhm.
It's going to have a tab that's easily shared, and take people out to the stores as well. I would definitely consider starting small, because you also will be making mistakes. But if you're constantly building up, and then once you do get in a rhythm of offering these kind of things, you want to make sure you stay consistent with it and are always doing it. So pick your time frame. Don't be doing it every month. Don't be, you know, quarterly, seasonally would be the most I would do. Maybe twice a year starting. You can always add, but when you take it away, it's different. Like, for example, this particular accountant, I know every tax season he does this. If he stopped doing some kind of a referral raffle, I'd be disappointed. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking, is that we would want to have it at least once a year, twice a year. And as you're building up momentum and as you're getting feedback where people say, oh my God, I just love your contest, I want to tell my friends all about it, then have it again. Oh my gosh, these people are reaching out to you saying, I want to market your app for you. All for a thank you. Always, always, always have contest rules. Have them posted somewhere. Have it, you know, even if it's a simple link to see the contest rules, go here. You don't necessarily want to have it on your landing page itself. It can be for contest rules, click here and go, because people will read your rules, and you want to make sure your rules are clear, concise, and law abiding. Like I said, if you're charging, there's a fine line between charging and gambling. They're offering for $97 a training on contests. You can actually join their contest without taking the training and without participating in the training. You can still be in their contest. And therefore, it eliminates the gambling. You know, it's like what is it, Publishers Clearinghouse, no purchase necessary. That's because otherwise it's gambling. However, if you're given the prize for Publishers Clearinghouse, and I don't have cardinal knowledge on this, I wish I did, you will get, you will be taxed on that, because my guess is that's above the $600 threshold. Yeah. So, and I want to say the $600 1099 threshold is a federal law, not a state. I want to say that's a federal, because I think the 1099 is a federal form. So the state abides right along with that, though. But yeah, make sure you clearly state your rules. Make sure you plan in advance. Don't just do it on the whim. And make sure that your marketing material is good to go, and is shareable, over and over again, shareable. And test your links, test your entry forms, test to make sure that, you know, the way you're doing it is proper. If it's going in for a raffle, you know, every time you do this, you get another entry to win our prize package. Make sure you do the drawing live on Facebook or live on YouTube or live on your website, somewhere where people can actually witness you doing it, so that they know the contest has been fair. If you have product, that's the perfect thing to give away. If you have a service, depending upon what you can do, that's another good thing to give away. If not, if you're not allowed to give away because of the service and the laws that you have, partnering with people is the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome. So who's going to do a contest?
Soon.
Exactly.
Good question. Soon.
Yeah. Keep going. I don't need one more thing to do, Nance. Okay.
No, but it would be for the holiday and stuff, just with everything going on. It's like something positive, you know?
Yeah. And even if you partner up with like local people that, say you partner up with Snapdragon Florist to have, you know, the contest is going to be flowers delivered, or Nothing Bundt Cakes. It's going to be, you know, partnered with Mike at Nothing Bundt Cakes and have, you know, a bundt cake, a bunch of buntinis delivered. And even if you partner up with places like that, they will help you promote your app. That's the biggest thing. You want them to be able to help you promote, because they're going to get promotion because you're promoting what the prize is.
Right.
Prize by Nothing Bundt Cakes. Click here for an extra 10%. All participants will get 10% off at Nothing Bundt Cakes. You know, make the prizes very attractable for your audience. And right now, with everybody getting a little tired of staying at home, I know people are venturing. I know there's a lot, but then now, you know, people are starting to venture, but that winter is coming for those of us up here, that the lockdown's going to start in again just because of weather. And I'm not talking a mandated lockdown. I'm talking
Winter and stuff. Yeah, everyone stays at home. You can't go to restaurants and sit out and sit by the water. Well, you can, but you're going to freeze as you're trying to eat. And so, you know, that's going to happen. So maybe to parlay something on that. The sporting events are starting, and people are missing that camaraderie of being part of the sporting event. So, you know, to send a tailgating party, or if you have a place and you can host a small party, be one of 10 people invited to watch the Packer game at our office, and have, you know, a catered buffet from Missions Barbecue. I'm just grabbing stuff. Right.